Hi, my name is Caroline Poland, and I am the founder and CEO of Poland and Associates Consulting. Today, we're going to carry on with our trauma-informed workplaces and classrooms series and introduce this next principle of trauma-informed care, which is empowerment. Before we get started, I want to mention that I can't speak to any individual or specific organization, and I have a disclaimer below that you can read more about that. When you think about empowerment, think about providing the resources, support, organization, and motivation to individual employees and students as they work to succeed in their responsibilities and roles. Now, as I've discussed before in prior videos, trauma-informed care in workplaces or classrooms does not happen at just one level. And so when you think about empowerment, it exists at multiple levels. It exists at an organizational or educational system level. It exists at a managerial or individual educator or classroom level, and it exists at the individual level. When it comes to that individual managerial or educator level, I love this quote about leaders who empower. Leaders instill in their people a hope for success and a belief in themselves. Positive leaders empower people to accomplish their goals. As we look at empowerment in the workplace and the classroom, we're really looking at very specific individual levels. We're looking at how a manager or a business structure or an organization or an educator is working to help build up the individual skills and gifts and values that that employee or that student has, and figuring out how to be creative and using them in the best way possible for that individual. And we're looking at resources and support. One of the things that I've talked about in prior burnout videos is in order to be healthy and to avoid burnout, we need to have a balance between demands in the workplace and resources in the workplace. And so empowered individuals in organizations and classrooms have a healthy balance of demands and the resources that they are given to meet that. And when we start to move to a system that does not empower their individuals, we're looking at a system that provides not as many resources as needed for the demands that happen. Again, there's not a one-size-fits-all approach for empowering employees. There's no 3 quick and easy steps to implement empowerment in the workplace because, again, look at that 3-tiered level. Individual needs are going to help to dictate what empowerment looks like. And so when we are a boss, if we are a manager, we want to take the time to get to know our employees and understand, be that curious learner and curious observer about what their expectations are and what their needs are, what their personality type is, and how they best feel empowered. Because something that could be very empowering to one individual might be disempowering to another individual. So again, this is going to take time. This is not a one conversation approach. This isn't 3 easy steps, and that's okay. But we really want to be mindful of the things that empower our individual employees or individual students in a classroom so that we can make the necessary changes, meet them where they're at, so that we're providing that support and those resources and the assistance that they need to magnify their skills, be creative about meeting the goals, and have a healthier workplace. This process of conversation also allows individuals to feel heard and validated, which increases that felt experience of safety. It decreases the feelings of threat. And again, for students in a classroom or for employees in an organization, this helps to create a strong foundation for work, for learning, for creative problem solving, and creative solutions that take learning or work and really enhances them in a way that benefits the individual and the classroom and the organization. wanting to implement something, it's not enough to just focus on what we don't want to look like, although that's important. We also want to balance that with what do we want to look like. If you haven't yet done so, click subscribe on this channel so that you don't miss out on future videos as we continue to explore this absolutely critical topic of trauma-informed workplaces and classrooms. You can find me on Facebook and Instagram at Poland & Associates and my website polandassociates.com. And if you are interested in having me speak to your business or organization, you can go to my website. There's a form that you can fill out and we can schedule a call and begin working together.